Another day, another grind. We're here on Toothgrass Hill and General Spotify is back from his vacation in the Red City itself. He is on Lizardman and fighting, what was it? Greenskins. So yeah, let's get into his army. So he has Feral Cold Ones here, then cohorts of Sotag, a lot of red-crested Skinks here as we can see. We have Sacred Croxigor, so he is going with the same or almost the same setup that he usually uses for his corn. Then we have Nakai the Wanderer, and I would say a couple of skin cohorts with javelins. Those javelins are, yeah, good, but not so plenty. And on the other side, the greenskins, we have Azak the Slaughterer going with some goblins, some savage orc biggins. We have the Arachnorok Spider, the Flinger version, and a couple of savage orc boys as well, or biggins even. So not really, yeah, a little bit of shock cavalry. So let's fast forward here and see how they approach the point. So immediately we can see both armies are heading their own way. And I think that the Feral Cold Ones here will have a hard time fighting the shock cavalry. So yeah, they're jumping in and the Feral Cold Ones immediately getting like half HP'd. Oh my god, that is cranky. We have Skink skirmishers here from the back and let's see how he uses them. On the other side, once again, Savage Orc Boys here, but the Croxigors, maybe cohort of Huarl Sacred Croxigors moving in. We have a Spirit Leech going down on Nakai, I guess. Yes, it is Nakai here, but he does not matter. It does matter for him, let's say it like this. We have a couple of javelins will shoot into the Savage Orc biggins here. But the flanks of the Lizardmen are kind of yeah, getting crunched here. We have the Wah immediately activated, and this is a good old buff here. Azag is dazed, so melee defense down and a little bit of damage as well down. We have Savage Orc Biggins still, yeah, going really, really low. Those Croxigors doing a really good work here. Plus the cohort of Sotag, nice build up here. Then we have red-crested Skinks. They're also enveloping all the savage orcs with biggins. Now skirmishers going in, trying to go for the Arachnorok Spider. But the flanks are kind of going low here. So now the question is, how can General Spotify defend his position here? I like still this little blob fight here. So Nakai the Wanderer is moving a little bit away. We have the spider here. I think that the Croxigors can take the spider down. They are kind of like a good attacker for that. And we have even the, I would say, the dragon fighting the good old skirmish Skinks. Let's see on the side. So Nakai is kind of chilling out on the floor. He gets a Spirit Leech once again. So now Nakai is in the dangerous position here. He is armored and armor piercing, so he can pack a punch. But to be honest, it looks like the Lizardmen are losing out here. Sacred Oxigor still there, and red-crested Skinks over there, the same situation. So the Croxigors are doing the best impersonation of the Minotaurs as they can. But now what happened here? Azak the Slaughterer is running off. He is broken, and I don't know what happened here, but Nakai probably punched him so strong in the face that there is not much. And we know what happens when this unit runs off. This is going to be a very crucial point for the greenskins because they get a huge leadership debuff and they're not good in leadership whatsoever. Nakai now going in for anything else that he can gather here, But Azak is back, and I guess that he will use probably another Spirit Leech on Nakai. So yeah, it's really, really interesting to see if the Lizardman, which looks like that. And as I said, another hand of puberty is touching Nakai, but he's still strong. He can go another round, if you know what I mean. Other than that, we have Azak the Slaughterer still trying to hunt for anything else, but slowly and surely you can see that the orcs are running off. They're running off the fields here. There's not much left, and even Azak can't really sustain that huge army here. Savage Orc begins trying to go for the sacred Proxigors, but they are punching and yeah, fighting through here. So pretty nice. I maybe should use those Proxigors also pretty much more often than I do. Azak still trying to use his big old yeah, cranky fingers here. Savage Orcs still moving in, but I think that we have the Lizardmen slowly but surely punching in, doing everything they can. Even those skirmishers here trying still to go for the Arachnarok Spider. And the Spider is probably searching for Nakai, maybe sniping him down. But they don't need to. Azak has to go on the ground. He has to fight, otherwise you will have army losses and also just lose on leadership. So let's fast forward here, because I don't think there is much left for the greenskins. Azak now is on the ground, flying off, flying up, and there it is. So let's get into the values really quickly and then go for the next game. So yeah, Proxigors, I think the Proxigors really rock that. Other than that, I'm surprised about the red-crested Skinks. My red-crested Skinks never performed like that. Maybe I'm playing something wrong, but the Feral Cold ones were blundered. Maybe that bought him time for the Alpha Strike in the middle. Here you can see, yeah, Savage Orc Boy Biggins had their resurgence. Then other than that, yeah, Goblins are not a match. So let's get into the next match. So we are back on Knight's Run and we have a mirror match. We have Arbel the Undefeated with a lot of Marauders with dual weapons, Marauders, so yeah, Minotaurs with great weapons, Marauders, so very, very chav-centric, and couple of Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes, Skull Crushers as well, and nothing else. Or Unlucky Spotify, or General Spotify, I'm sorry for that. Chaos Furies on the flanks as usual. Then we have a lot of Forsaken, couple of Minotaurs as usual, Forsaken, and Bloodwake Berserkers. Plus Chaos Warshrine of Khorne, so he is going more defensive and sustainable, or sustainy, with Arbal the Undefeated. Yeah, so let's fast forward here and see which Khorne army has the fists to win. So Arbal immediately, yeah, oh, the horsemen here shooting into the Forsaken of Khorne. Forsaken can handle that a little bit. They have good armor, but oh man, this is really good damage here on the Forsaken. But on the other side, the Marauder of Khorne with the dual weapons are not that strong against the Forsaken. So we immediately have really a winning frontline for Unlucky General Spotify. Once again, sorry for that. Yep. Furies trying to catch some Marauder Horsemen here. This is really Benny. Cue the Benny Hill music and do the. This is gonna be a very fun thing. We can go back there later. But yes, as you can see, Bloodwake Berserkers and the Forsaken really strong now, crunching up the armies here. And I just wonder how good General Spotify knows his units. He always picks the units and just sustains the battle. And mostly with Khorne, he is pretty good here. Arbal is fighting Albal. And funnily enough, we have like the general Spotify one is stronger. Forsaken crunching up even the Minotaurs here. The only problem that we see is Marauder Horsemen still online. But they're chased by those Furies and they can't really participate in the main fights here. So that's why Arbal is running off. And that's a very quick one. But Khorne is victorious, if you know what I mean. Now, General Spotify, really quick one. Yeah, let's see the values here. I guess that Furies, maybe a little bit, Bloodwake Berserkers were really, really good. But as you can see, Forsaken, I mean, Marauders with dual weapons, they're not bad, probably. But I mean, yeah, there was not much value here whatsoever. Not a match. So last match here, Khorne against Slaanesh. Alright, next matchup here we have Azazel and the Slaanesh army here with a couple of Marauder horsemen with magic ammunition. And we have Seekers of Slaanesh, Forsaken, or Exalted Demonettes of Slaanesh. So I can maybe learn something because I fought last time and was not successful. We have a War Shrine, very interesting. So probably a little bit of boosts here. What is this? Interesting. Okay, Soporific Musk. Okay, that's a debuff that could come in handy. For General Spotify, we have Arbal and then Forsaken. So for now, Forsaken are the way to go for him. Minotaurs and of course flanks are here with Fleshhounds and Chaos Furies. So yeah, let's fast forward here. Let's see. Slaanesh is a little bit bigger, but less quality here for sure. And we have the... Oh, wow. So the Fleshhounds immediately going in, getting crunched down, but also this Seeker unit is basically done here. 2 units fighting it down, so that is pretty good. Let's see what Azazel can do here from his flying position. He is moving in, having really nothing to do yet, but that looks funny with those Furies here. And now they're trenching him up, and Azazel has to fight the blob of Furies, which is not a very pleasant thing, but he can handle those, that's for sure. But as it looks like, the Forsaken and the Minotaurs are basically holding firm with the Hounds here. Slaanesh is trying to get the point, but not now anymore. We have the Marauder Horsemen here nibbling or throwing on the Chaos Fury, so that's basically pretty good. And now the Marauders have to run off. But this area here with Azazel, he is pretty much in a bad spot. He is a infantry-sized unit, but still, he gets like hunted by Arbal, and this is very, very dangerous for Azazel. Spawn of Khorne here, so summoned by Arbal here, they will pretty much get rid of those Exalted Demonettes. Pretty good stuff over here. But when we look at those units here, pretty interesting. Minotaurs still holding firm. Hounds of the Blood Hunt also pretty much doing a great job. And yeah, we have a bigger blob here, which is basically fighting all the Khorne units, which is pretty good. I mean, if those horsemen here still can throw a couple of axes in, plus the War Shrine, which is basically debuffing those units, unfortunately, I don't know, it won't survive that long. It seems like Arbal is taking care of that. He is fighting those 2 units there, plus the... Oh, that looks cool. Really nice here. They're trying to survive, but is it enough? I don't know. The abominations there, they're getting weak. Over here, Azazel is trying to get rid of those Minotaurs. But another Minotaur unit is moving in, and I guess that when we look at the whole battlefield here, we can see that Slaanesh slowly but surely, well, those Marauders here maybe still have a chance. Like the mobility is there. Exalted Demonettes now moving into Arbel. I don't know. Nah, I don't think that this is really enough. Azazel now is kind of trying to hunt down Arbel, and as it looks like there is not much Khorne units left, so I think this is now the deciding fight, which probably Azazel will win. And that looked really funny. He slipped there a little bit and now is going in. Wow, he is a hunter. It looks really rad. Like, look at that attack. Nice. And I just think that looking at the battlefield, Arbal can't handle all of it. And there it is. Slaanesh wins. So yeah, let's look into the values here. Azazel didn't do great, but that wasn't the deciding factor. We have Exalted Demonettes. Seems like they went pretty nuts here. Other than that, yeah, a couple of riders. And I guess that even the Marauder Horsemen went, yeah, had their value here for sure. Looking at the value for the Hounds and the Minotaurs, kind of underwhelming. I think we had too many Furies here for General Spotify. Maybe a couple of other units would have been a little bit better. But yeah, those were the comeback games from General Spotify. He also participated in the tournament once again, so maybe we get some other games here soon. But for now, I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea.